Well, greetings and good morning, managerial communication students. This is Mr.D, and this is Business 22, Managerial Communications Fall 2025 here at Norco College. I'd like to welcome you to the class and introduce myself. My name is Eric Doucette, and I'll be your instructor for the next 8 weeks for this fully online managerial communication course. This video is a welcome video just to introduce myself as well as to go over how to navigate the course online, how to complete assignments, how to log into Canvas if you've never done that, etc. This course is managerial communication, so it's kind of business communications or communications in a business environment, specifically from the perspective of being a manager or managing others. So it's from that perspective that we'll be looking at communications. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. So the first thing I want to show you how to do is how to log into the class if you've never logged into Canvas before. So I'm going to stop sharing this slide here, and I'm going to go ahead and share the homepage of the Norco College website. So make sure you go to norcocollege.edu, and as you're there, you can simply come up here to quick links, and this is to get into our course and select Canvas. And Canvas is our learning management software where we host all of the online classes, if you didn't know that. And this is how you can, get online and do your coursework, things like that. So here we are. It's going to ask me to log in. So I selected that. So now I'm going to log into Canvas. And by the way, let me go back one for just a second. It doesn't give you your login credentials, but my login credentials are already programmed in. Once you've logged in and registered, you shouldn't have to re-enter them again. But basically, it's stepping me through the whole logging in process. Now, for you, just so you know, in case you didn't, is your login is going to be your email address. That's going to be your username, and then your password. If it's the first time you've ever logged into Canvas, is going to be your birth date. So the 2 digits for the month, the 2 digits for the day, and the 4 digits for the year. And once you've input all that, you will come to this page, which is your Canvas dashboard. And this is where all the classes you are taking will be represented in different folders. So you can see here, I have 4 classes right now. I'll have ultimately 8 for the whole semester. But I have 4 right now that are starting today. And your class right here, Business 22, is down the bottom. So you'll see that same folder, Business 22, in your dashboard. And if you're taking any of these other classes that I'm taking, you'll see them there as well, or any other classes that you're taking with other instructors, you'll see those folders as well. So just select the folder for our course, and that's going to bring you to our course homepage. Now, this is a page I created to help you navigate around the course a little bit easier. So I'm going to kind of go over this with you so you know how to move around. First off, you do have a menu on the left. Now, yours is going to be limited to only these items on the top. Everything that has a little eyeball next to it means that you won't be able to see that. But all you really need to be concerned with is Cengage, which is the textbook, modules, and I'll show you how to do that all off of the table. You have a grades one here if you want to keep track of how you're doing on your grading, etc. There's a search button, there's a library access, etc. But the big one's the home page, and you just want to be able to select that wherever you are, and that'll bring you back to this page, which you can also navigate everything from this table. So right here you have the syllabus. If you select that, it'll open the syllabus that I emailed to you. It's always going to be the latest version of the syllabus. It's also going to have the ability to download it. So if the one I've sent you is older than this one and you want to get the latest version that you want to print out, you can select that and it'll give you the option to do that. Right next to that are 3 red circled numbered circles. Those are all the modules for the class. This 8-week class is broken into 3 modules. The first 2 modules are 3 weeks each, and then the last module is 2 weeks before the course ends. And this is where you'll do your coursework. You just select the module. It'll take you to that module and all the coursework. And we'll do that at the end of this video to show you what assignments to be working on for week number 1. There's also a link right here to Cengage. That's the textbook publisher. And if you select that link, or you select this link up here, or when we go to the Start Here page in just a second, you can also select it there. That'll step you through the process of registering and paying for your book. Now there is a ebook attached to the course, costs about $60. It's probably the cheapest option and the easiest because you'll have your textbook today and you can begin reading today. That's the easiest. If you don't want to do that, you're welcome to select, go online, search for the textbook. I'll show you where the information for the textbook is in just a second. And you can rent a copy. You can get a used copy, whatever you want to do. It is an older version, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. But I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Or you can just register for the ebook by selecting this link here. I do have some course videos that you can review. They're from other classes I've done in the past. The welcome video that you're watching now is also hosted there. There's a office hours link here. So if you want to join me at any time during my office hours on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm here in my office at Norco College and you can meet with me. I also have some virtual office hours. So if you need to meet with me, have any questions about assignments, etc., you're welcome to utilize that service. I also have the ability to book a different time if those times don't work within this folder here. In fact, I'll show you that now. If you go there, it gives you my office hours. It gives you the link to select in order to meet with me virtually, which I only do Thursday. But then if you want to book a different time with me in Zoom, you can select this link right here and it'll bring you to a page where you can register for a different time. And I'm pretty much available all day, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for meetings if you need to meet with me. So, and then next to the office hours button, there's a help button. So if you select that, it gives you information such as my cell number. So you can certainly text me if you need to. It has my email address. I also give you the help desk number at Norco College, as well as the email address, as well as Canvas. So all three of those are there. If you're having trouble with any of them, you can certainly get a hold of them. And then down the bottom here, this is actually a forum. So if you have any questions or want to make any comments, you can just select reply right here. And you can type in your question. You can type in your comment and then select reply right here. And then not only will I be able to see that, but other students will be able to see that. And this becomes kind of an opportunity to dialogue and communicate with one another instead of waiting for an email or sending a text. So that's an option for you. Please utilize that. And I'll be checking on that every couple of days for any responses. And you're certainly welcome to go in there and respond to any questions or comments that other students may have. But the main thing here that you want to do when you first come into the class is go ahead and select the Start Here button. And this is going to bring you to the welcome page. So this is where I'm introducing myself. I'm talking about the course. I have a communication policy. The best way to get a hold of me is either email or text. I respond right away to text. So if it's urgent, just go ahead and text me on my cell number. If not, then you can email me. I usually get back to those pretty quick as well. There's also office hours, as I mentioned, and you can also book a time with me right here. And then I pretty much get back to you. I say here 24 to 48 hours, but to be honest, I typically respond within a few hours. And if you text me, I'll almost respond immediately. So if you really need something that's urgent, please text me. That's the easiest way. And then here's some ways in which I will interact with you. I'll give course announcements twice a week. I will message you through the messaging inbox in Canvas, so it's a direct message to you. I will email you directly, or I'll also facilitate feedback on all of the assignments. So those are ways in which I will interact with you. And if you want to interact with others, you can also respond to other assignments, most notably the discussion assignment, as well as send messages to other students in the Canvas inbox, which is over here to the left inbox right here. Again, this is an online class. There's a link here to the text ebook as well. The information down here about navigating the class, if you're using a phone or tablet, may be helpful to you. And then getting started, here's the syllabus as well. Here's the welcome video if you want to watch that again, or if you're watching it for the first time. There's a mandatory check-in assignment that is due the first week of class. This is your way of securing your seat in the class, so please do that right away. It's really just personal questions. You don't need the textbook or anything. It's just introducing yourself. And then again, here is the textbook. All three of these links I've showed you so far bring you to the same place, which is the ebook registration. But if you want to look for the book on Amazon or on the Norco bookstore, you can certainly purchase a hard copy if you want to. But don't get an access code because nothing in this course is done outside of Canvas. All the assignments, all the quizzes, all the discussion posts, everything is done in Canvas. So you don't need to go to MindTap or any of these other third-party websites. Everything is done here. And then you start getting to work by going to module number 1. So here's the steps to getting started. Once you're ready to get started, you can select this link right here. That'll bring you to module 1, or you can go back to the home page and you can select module number 1 in this table. So I'm going to select that. It's going to bring me to the same place. So that brings me to week number 1, module number 1. If you want to back up a little bit, there is some tutorials on Canvas. There is a bio, a little bit about me and my background and where I come from, my family. Then there's the ebook again, same link. It'll bring you to register. And then you can get started on the assignments right here. So the first assignment is this check-in assignment. We're going to be covering 2 chapters in week number 1 because this is an 8-week class. We took 16 weeks and crammed it into 8. So you're covering 2 and sometimes even 3 chapters in 1 week. So keep that in mind. You're going to be doing a lot of reading, but you can look at the PowerPoint slides as well. There's a quiz on chapters 1 and 2 that you'll want to do before Sunday. And then you're going to be starting on 2 very significant assignments. Now, the way that I divide this class up is the first module, the first 3 weeks, is on business communications or managerial communications in general, along with presentations and how to give a business presentation. So that's kind of the focus. The module number 2, weeks 4 from 4, 5, and 6 is focused more on business writing, communications within the office, so written communications, how to do a memo, how to do a letter, how to write a business email, things like that. And then the last module, which is only 2 weeks, is employment communications. And this is where you're going to be doing a job search. You're going to be looking for a job or a couple of jobs that you can write a resume for. And you're going to be writing a resume, etc. So that is how I broke the class up. So the first week in module 1 is basic business communications in a business environment, but you're going to be starting this presentation that you're going to give. And this is the big assignment for module number 1. You have 3 weeks to do it. And the goal here is to put together a PowerPoint presentation about your life's significant events. At least that's what it is right now. And that's what I'm going to go with for this first session. So you're going to be putting that together. You're going to be building a PowerPoint presentation. Now, to help you with this, next Monday, about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning, next Wednesday, I'm going to be holding a Zoom session for you to explain this assignment in great detail. And I'll show you and give you a demonstration of my 4 significant life events and all the rest. So join me on Wednesday next week at 10 o'clock, week number 2, and we'll be going over this assignment in great detail. Not only will we be going over the assignment, but we will also be doing this do's and don'ts of effective business presentations during that Zoom session. So you're going to be getting kind of help with 2 assignments. And by the way, you also have 3 weeks to complete that first discussion post. So you have 2 big assignments that you should get started this week, but you have 3 weeks to get them done. So the individual presentation and the discussion post number 1 are not due for 3 weeks, but get them started today. And the reason I put them as due dates for this week is so that way you don't neglect doing it till the last week. You get started on it this week. So that's week number 1. And just so you know, every week then from here on out, you'll be doing a check-in assignment and you'll be doing a quiz and you'll be continuing to work on both your individual presentation and your discussion post. That'll be for week number 2, etc. And that'll continue on to week number 3. But week number 3, both of those assignments, the individual presentation and the discussion post, will both be due that 3rd week on Sunday night. So everything is pretty much due on Sunday night, but I highly recommend that you don't wait till Sunday night to do everything, especially if you want some feedback from me. Try and get it done early, and I will give you some feedback. But that's pretty much it for navigating the class. And then again, if you need anything, you can just, if you get lost in Canvas, just go back to the home screen, and that'll bring you back to the main page here. And so I think that's pretty much it. Again, I have some office hours. There's a help button there if you need some help. Don't hesitate to reach out to me at any time. I'm pretty accessible. and I'm here to help you succeed. And so I guess that's it for our welcome video. I'll be doing a video every week, kind of with announcements and comments on your assignments and things like that. I'll be doing that every Monday, and you'll be getting it by Monday afternoon. So be watching for that every week. So I'm looking forward to a great semester with you all, and I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to getting to know many of you throughout this short 8-week session. So have a great first week, and you will see me again on video next week.